What's good, world family? It's your boy, Nico Williams, back with another episode of What's the Trend, where, we talk about what's the trend. Well, we got to talk a little bit about Kyrie. His bank account might be a little sorry at the coming end of the day. And he was on IG. I'm rapping like I rap. Jon Gruden, he's out of there. What's the aftermath? Adam Schefter doing Adam Schefter things. Is he lying? Who knows? Also, Texas going Texas. If I don't do nothing else, though, I gotta say, what's good, Zelmay? How you doing today, brother?
It's your boy Alpha Zelmay, looking cute, looking clean, looking sexy. And as you know, this is What's the Trend? So let's talk about what's trending.
What's good, man? How you doing today, man? It's been a very busy day for both of us, I'm sure.
Yes, I've been out. My phone don't work, so I went out to the city, checking my YouTube because one video did semi good. We might have figured something out, you know what I'm saying? So we out here grinding, getting back into that solo action, trying to put out 2 or 3 videos a day. You know how we do. I'm trying to get back to what we do. You know what I mean?
I think it's very interesting that we're recording this today because Zelmay, his video about what that boy name is,
Joe Rogan and Sanjay Gupta.
Joe Rogan with somebody that is of a different ethnicity than what he is. It's always going to be what it is. But my boy Zelmay, he went in, check that out, man.
CNN lies, but y'all know how I dislike media, so it don't matter if it's Fox News, CNN. I don't like none of y'all. And I will ruin y'all. Never mind. No, we ain't talking about YouTube. Delete that. Never mind. Okay, what?
Trending topics. Man, so here's the deal, man. So we've been dealing with this, making sure that we need to go ahead and like and subscribe before we do anything. Make sure that you trend that way. Like and subscribe, man. Tell your friends, tell your family, all that. Follow us on social media everywhere. But let's talk about Kyrie for a second. Kyrie Irving, the ball's out of his court. Y'all like I did that. The ball is out of his court. The Brooklyn Nets said, brother, if you're not getting the vaccine, we're just going to go ahead and mark you as a DM. You just can't participate. All right. We can't rock with you whatsoever. You're on the list that do not play or did not play or an unplayable, however they designate it. He's not playing until he can be a full participant. So that being said, the Nets made their decision. So Kyrie that's what it is. So he goes on Instagram Live and he tries to defend himself. I don't care how smart you think you are. Everybody's talking about their freedom and all this extra stuff. But what's continuing to compel me in this whole situation is the lack of caring about other people. Everything he's talking about, this is an agenda. Shut the hell up. That man had school, whatever you call it, school vaccinations. He done ate all types of different foods growing up, whatever. He's done a lot of things. People have put it. I know he take that IV as injured as he is, as injury prone as he is. I know he's been on an IV. He don't know what's an IV, right? And he's like, well, you only have one body. I only got one body, and I think I'm doing damn good off the vaccine. And I think I'm doing damn good making sure that the people that are around me that I care about are safe. So we good there. So, Zelmay, where you at with Kyrie?
Let's think about this. I don't want to attack his person, so I'm not, because he does a lot of good. Let's not forget Kyrie does a lot of good.
Oh God.
Let's preference it. He does a lot of good. Let's shine a light on the brother too. He gives mad money. He does his thing. He goes out. He does charity. He's out here in New York, in the Brooklyn area, doing his thing where he grew up, giving money, putting kids in school, giving scholarships, giving money to charity, all that stuff. But my problem is not necessarily anti-vax. My problem is that you committed to something and you don't follow through. You can't ask me to follow you and you don't follow through on your commitment. You convinced Kevin Durant to go to Brooklyn. You convinced him to leave Steph Curry and come with you.
Mm-hmm.
You convinced James Harden that, hey, man, I know you in Houston, you like Houston, the strip clubs, all that stuff, man. Little baby down there, y'all get hype up in the club, and I'm saying your jerseys hung up. You can come to New York and we can win an easy ship. And then when it comes down to it, you be like, it's about me. I don't feel comfortable doing something. So y'all got it. Like, just imagine we did this show, right? And the law stated that we had to do something. And y'all just be like, yeah, you the only person got it. You good. Everybody just leave me. And I got to do everything myself. Like, it's obligations in life, right? Nah, he's free to do whatever he wants. The team is free to do whatever they want. Everybody can talk about freedom. Most people don't understand what freedom is. Most people say, like I said, most people think of freedom as a way to get what they want, but not what you want. Like, Kyrie can be free not to take the vax, but his team is also free to say, if you can't play, you're not going to play.
That's true.
That's the truest freedom you can. If a job requires you something, but you don't do it, they are free to tell you are let go. That's a freedom that everybody has. I am not required to stay with you because you have an opinion or a feeling.
Mm-hmm.
I am free to leave whatever job I want. It's recommended you give a 2-week notice. You don't have to. You can just say, I quit and leave. Joe can quit a job today. It's free.
Just like they can fire you out the gate.
Yeah, they can fire you. Everything is free. A lot of people use freedom as a way to just say, I'm not allowed to do what I want. So my freedom is getting taken away, even though somebody else is free to do it. But you're impeding on my freedom. Well, what if I feel uncomfortable with you? Now I have to quit because you might have something I don't want. Now you're impeding on my freedom. Which one is more important? Now we're having a fight with which is important. Basically what I'm saying is I went all the way through this little long diatribe. I'm basically saying Kyrie chose Kyrie. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Ain't nothing wrong with Kyrie choosing Kyrie. He's not owed anything. He's not owed to play in the NBA. He's not owed anything at the same time. That's what freedom is. You're free to say. It reminded me of what's the guy name that was on that commercial, and that white guy was like, why come I can't say the N-word? He's like, you're free to say it. Say it.
You can't say it.
I'll say it with you. There's no law that said you can't say it. You won't go to jail. Kyrie will not go to jail. I saw people comparing to Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Ali said it was a situation of a political war where he said, you're telling me to kill somebody I don't know or get killed by somebody I don't know for something that ain't got nothing to do with me.
Right.
And I protest this because I don't want to kill them. So I'm not going over there to do it because I could die. My family, my children, they can be without a father, all this, or I can go take somebody else's life over some war just to appease some billionaire's ego. Because Vietnam, what did they do to us? What did Vietnam do to us, Joe?
Absolutely nothing.
They did nothing.
Nothing.
They did nothing to us. We just like, hey, we the top dog. We going over to take care of this. And then we didn't do that. So he said, hey, I'm not doing that. Anybody that want to fight in a war, I will never poo-poo you. Whatever. Do you. You'll go to jail for it. Muhammad Ali went to jail for it. He went to jail multiple years. Kyrie not going to jail. Matter of fact, Kyrie has a choice. He could get the vaccine and play whenever. Whenever he gets it, he can play whenever he chooses to. It's completely his choice. Muhammad Ali didn't have a choice. They're like, you don't go to war and potentially get shot. You're going to jail. There's no choice.
Yep.
So it doesn't compare. Not
at all.
And that's the same thing with Cap. If some of Some of y'all new followers might not agree with Cap. It's okay. Whatever. Cap don't have a choice to come back. They told him get me going.
Yeah.
It's not as extreme as Muhammad Ali by any imagination, because Cap not going to jail and he can still make money and do whatever you do. So it's not Muhammad Ali either. But in the middle of the season, Kyrie like, hey, bro, you know what? I missed that chick. Could get a vaccine. You can get it. Maybe 99% of the world get a vaccine and 99% of the whole America get a vaccine, and then COVID's over and then New York changed their law. Guess what? Kyrie can play again.
Yep.
Like, it's options. Like, we don't know when it's over. I think it said it's a dip in December. That's the whole point. I know I talked a long time, but I just wanted to clarify all the little boxes in this, because people are going to pick and choose. But people are going to pick and choose. Like, you saying Kyrie can't do this. I never said it. No, I done said it 4 times on this show, Joe. I made sure I said it. Kyrie can do what Kyrie wants. Is it inconsiderate to other people? Could be. People are allowed to be selfish. People are who they are. And I'm not saying he's a selfish person overall, but people can make selfish decisions. We do it all the time. Joe can be an unselfish person, but one day he'd be like, you know what? I'm too tired to make it to that kids drive today. I know I said I was going. Is that not a selfish decision, Joe? I'm tired. I don't feel like it. Yeah, it's a reason behind it. Kyrie has a reason behind it. It's still a selfish decision. Doesn't mean Joe a selfish person. He organized the drive in the first place. You know what I mean? You see, it's not a selfish person. It doesn't make Kyrie selfish, but it is a selfish decision based on everything that you have caused before this.
Let me throw this out here. No, all valid points. Very valid points. Nothing you said was wrong. I want to talk about the extent that the city or the state of New York, however it's set up, however the penal codes are set up, I don't know. But they tried to set the stage to get as much Kyrie as possible. They went out on a limb to say, to figure out how to categorize the practice facility. And they went as far as like, you know what? It's a private office. So Kyrie he can be in there and practice and stuff. And then people continue to leave the door open for. And he could play in a lot of other places too. He'll miss the Madison Square Garden games. He'll miss all the home games. And then the games that are in Oakland. No big deal. Bruh. They went that far to try and see if they could get this man on TV or on the court some way, somehow. And I got to applaud the Nets and the organization for saying no. Just no. If you can't play with us and do it, everybody else's sacrifice. Because isn't that what teams are about? What sports are about? Sacrifice. All them times you want to go hang out with that girl, but you know what, you had to sacrifice because you had to go work out. All them times that you want to go to the club and hang out with the people, but you didn't do it because you had to sacrifice. Shout out to Kobe. All them times that he really wanted to hang out with Vanessa and the kids and stuff, but he had to sacrifice. And that's what he did. He sacrificed. That's what people do. That's what great champions do. That's what great people do. And in this situation, the team is humanity, and the sacrifice is taking a goddamn shot, man. That for the most part, yes, they always talk about the 1 or 2 people. That's not fact, y'all. There may be more people than that may have had adverse reactions to the vaccine. I get that. That happens with damn near everything. I see people choke on food all the time. It happens. But we do it every day. And so with that being said, there are some selfish decisions, but if that's the point, wherever you was at with all them books and stuff in the background, stay your ass in there, man. Stay your ass in there, and then you won't get COVID, and you don't have to worry about getting no shot. You don't have to worry about nothing. But you never know. You just never know, man. But it always take for us as black folk, we always got to lose something near and dear to us until we make us look for something. I know this much. I done lost family off of this shit, man. Lost it. I just came off a weekend of funerals, man. Off of this. It wasn't because there was a complication while with the no, COVID killed them. and you want to sit over here and act like, well, you only got one body. That's exactly why you should take care of it, dumbass. That's all I'm saying, man. Kyrie, man, I ain't got nothing but respect for you, but you clowns, bro, on some real shit. Like, man, I don't want to compare you to Kanye or nothing, but right now you acting real Kanye-ish, man. And I'm talking about the mid Kanye, not the old Kanye, like the mid Kanye, and not the now Kanye. I'm talking about a couple years ago Kanye, the one that we was wondering if you bipolar. And bruh, do we need to ask? Do you need some help at this point? Because you got to be crazy to leave 32 million. I know you keep saying it's not about the money. Get out of here. Get out of here. That money means something to you, but more than anything, the people that you're around, the people that you love, that should mean more than money too. So why not do both? Take care of people, make sure that the people that you're around survive, and at the same time, get that bread. Are you hold on? What they saying in Brooklyn? Are you stupid? That's all I got to say about it, man. Zell, man, you got anything else on that, my brother?
Yo,
I'm sorry. It's getting a little hot in here.
Yo, can I call out Stephen A? I gotta say this. I gotta put it out there. I ain't gonna get another chance.
You are free to do whatever you want.
Let's go. Okay. I have sat there for 2 weeks. I finally decided to watch First Take. I ain't watched First Take in probably a year. I decided to watch the last 2 weeks. We had Urban Meyer. We had Jon Gruden. We had all these incidents. And the way this brother calmly speaks about them with remorse. Like, I'm disappointed in you. I am so disappointed in Urban Meyer and Jon Gruden. Like, I'm hurt, y'all. Y'all know how he talk. I'm hurt, y'all. And then Kyrie does something he disagreed with. Oh, yelling, he the stupidest person. Yelling at Jay Will, all them just screaming at him. And I'm like, bro, why you so... They do messed up stuff. You're so calm and humble. And that's been a trend I noticed too. But when we mess up or do something you disagree with, you seem to be really loud and anxious, ready to dig in. Say disrespectful stuff. Joe, did you hear it?
He said this. He's been saying disrespectful things for the majority of his career, but it's been like entertaining and cool.
But have you? I don't know if you know. Have you noticed it been mostly us? Because I just watched him do Jon Gruden and Urban Meyer and was so humble. Him and Tebow almost was in tears, Joe.
They went back and cried together, pray together, and everything.
Yeah, they prayed and cried together. Kyrie do something you disagree. He up there making Twitter videos, Joe. Boy, you don't know what I want to say to you. What about Urban Meyer? He out here with 18-year-old. What about Jon Gruden? He's a racist. What did he say about Jon Gruden when he thought he was a racist, Joe? Oh, we can forgive him, right? Oh, it was one mistake. But then you heard everything else, which this is a segue, by the way. We segueing. Unless you got something else to say about Kyrie.
I'm done with him. I'm just done.
You're the stupidest person I've ever seen in my life. But yeah, Jon Gruden apparently is phobic. And Stephen A was so humble. It was okay when he said the racist thing to his colleague, DeMauro Smith. And the vice president, he was so humble to him. I almost cried. How sad in the story that he told. Joe, he even went up there. You know that thing he do? I'm going to be real serious, y'all.
And clear his throat.
Yeah, I'm going to be real serious. I'm going to say this with everything. I am disappointed in Jon Gruden. I met the brother a few times. Seemed like a really good dude. Keyshawn told me he was a fraud, but I couldn't believe it when I heard it. But you got to forgive him. Then the next day, he got to be fired. Because he said something about somebody else. But that was back. Now we on Jon Gruden. We off Stephen A. I got out my heart. We didn't transition slowly. It was a slow transition. Joe, you like the slow trenches? Slow transition?
Let's keep it moving.
Yeah, so Jon Gruden phobic. Joe, thoughts? I don't know what phobic to pick, so we just put phobic.
Let's talk about this. Okay, Now, if Michael Sam had and just for recap for people that don't know Jon Gruden, he was a coach for the Raiders. He got tied up while working at ESPN, in some emails with the general manager and like the president, a whole bunch of bigwigs actually of the Washington football team.
Wasn't the owner of the Hooters too? Owner of Hooters?
Yeah, like he's in there with mad people that make a lot of money, and they're doing email chains and CCing each other and BCCing titties. And so with that being said, this all comes out because Washington football team is, guess what, allegedly there's been inappropriate stuff going on in the workplace, and guess whose titties they seen? A cheerleader for the Washington football team. So it just opens this whole thing. There's 650,000 emails between 2011 all the way up to 2018. And now this started when he was with ESPN. Is what it is. Well, ESPN dog Urban Meyer, man. They dogging him. But I mean not Urban Meyer, but Jon Gruden. But the interesting thing is, like, are you dogging him now? Did you know this was going on? What kind of emails was Jon Gruden sending the president of NFL, or not NFL, but ESPN and the rest of the big wigs and whatnot? I say all that to say this. There was a video that Antonio Brown put out when he was trying to, get out of the Raiders and stuff. It was good times. It was good times. And I heard Jon Gruden talk like a prominent white man. He got on the phone. He was like, "Come on, Antonio, get off the bullshit and come play some fucking football." Like, that's how I imagine coaches talk all the time. I've heard them talk like this. White coaches, I hear them talk like this all the time. And so in the past, you can get away with it. But the thing is, one of the things that was in the emails was Michael Sam. Now, there was a point in time where people would say, quote unquote, homophobic terms. I don't think anybody's scared of a homosexual person. They just used to would say things like that and make it disparaging to you. So they say the F word or AUG. But like, they weren't saying it like that. That was just a term to say how they say stuff. I'm not trying to take power away from the word, but I'm just saying, if Michael Sam hadn't been involved, and then you think about where we was at in 2010, I mean, you think about Tyler, the Creator, he used to say that stuff all the time. There's a Eminem, he used to say stuff like that all the time. Like, those words were acceptable back in the day. So now here we go, we're in this age. I guess apparently black people still got big lips, and that's still not a term of endearment. It's still a term that it's still a put down. But I still ask myself, because that can take me in. Y'all listen to Do You Hear Me with Nico Williams for my full breakdown on this. What I'm saying is, man, they put on the cape for the LGBTQ community, and I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna give you a little snippet of what's gonna happen on Do You Hear Me. If people of color were just completely, so I'm talking all ethnicities, were had gay people or LGBTQ community members in their communities, and it was just them, they wouldn't care. But now white people's like, yo, we gay too. Now, hold on, we gay. Now, chill out. Everything just gets skipped. Everybody gets skipped in culture. And so now the LGBTQ, they just have a powerful ally, and that's white people. And that's going to always be the thing that black people is going to hold behind us, is the fact that black people will never have they'll never have white black allies, if that makes sense. We're going to always be just black. So I don't know. I say all that to say this, man. I just, Jon Gruden, you can't say stuff about black men, but y'all was about to let him get away with it. Basically, he would have been coaching until he started saying stuff about the community. Now he's automatic. Oh, get him out of there. He got to go. Oh, he can't say that. You can't say that. What about inclusion? You can't say stuff like that. But oh, look at that blackity black over there. Well, that was a long time ago. His football team's mostly black. I'm sure he likes black people. It's okay.
Stephen A. Smith.
You go with, oh, I'm sure he likes black people. No, black people are a means to an end for him. So I just, Jon Gruden got what was coming to him. Fine. But why did it take for another community to be involved for y'all to just be like, Oh no, now he's really got to go. No, man. Damn. At some point, can we be humans? You can't talk disparagingly about people. Period. So, Zell, man, I'm gonna toss it to you. I'm done with Jon Gruden because I see. Wait till. Do you hear me? With you, Nico Williams coming this weekend? I got plenty to say about this.
Essentially, Jon Gruden is 50-some-year-old white dude who got with a bunch of 50-year-old some white dudes and start talking trash about people behind their back. I assume most 50-year-old white people do that.
Rich men.
I don't even think they gotta be rich.
It's called the country club.
I don't even think they gotta be rich. I just think they do it. I remember the time a girl got pregnant by a football player on our team, white girl, and they was in the store whispering, and like I'm on the other aisle, and they were like, "Girl, you see, she got pregnant by a black man. Oh my God, he good at football though, so we gonna let it go, cause that mean the kid might get good at football." I'm like, "Oh, okay." So means to an end, I guess.
He's to an end.
Guess everybody want Patrick Mahomes now, huh? That's what we all want. We all want a Klay Thompson. You know what I'm saying? That's what we want now. Is we get the athleticism and we get that privilege a little bit.
The world would be, I hate to say it, the world would be a lot better if everybody was damn near mixed, man. Now, then how do you hate on? Then how do you? Then we as humans, we find a way to divide ourselves. We find a way. So what we gonna do about? No, it's because your daddy was white and your mama was black, which makes you the better mixed person. Because if your daddy black and the mama is white.
By the way, I saw that all in Sage Steele comments and trending the other day on Twitter. That's also trending. So that goes on this Sage Steele. All her comments was the same way. When she said, "Oh, his daddy black, but he left him," it's surprising he identified as black. I'm like, what? I'm pretty sure it comes from what he experienced, the same way you probably experienced different things. By the way, one day we're gonna have to do that conversation, especially when we got all black men, about how we treat people that's a little different. Telling people you're not black, because that also makes people feel excluded. Oh, you talk proper, you're not black. What does that mean? I don't know many white people that talk proper. So I don't know where that comes from. Then also those people feel isolated because you told them to their face and say they're black, so they get treated as black, and you told them they're not black because they trying to talk, aka white, because they talk with intelligence, which comes from, which shout out to my cousin Marlo, he said that probably comes from slave mentality. Like, oh, you talk smart, so smart people talk white. So I don't. That's gonna be a whole discussion though.
I can see somebody walking in from being in the house or working close to Massa, coming into the shed, and then I got a couple of jokes when he's like, "I have to put, oh man, I need to wash my trousers." That's trousers. What's trousers? And then you walk around holding your pants and doing some kind of funny thing for everybody because it's been a long day. I want to throw this out here too. I'm beefing with Rayla Campbell. She was a congressional she was a congressional candidate for the state of Massachusetts, and she's a black girl, and she hates herself. So
there's a few. Some reason I saw one that's like running for Virginia, and she was like, "Y'all didn't let Kyrie play with the vaccine, but you let Magic Johnson play with HIV." I'm like, was Magic Johnson out there like
down the basketball team? Dude, let me lay you down on center court like Drake took that girl to first base.
He was in halftime going crazy back there, dog. Magic going crazy out there spreading it, bro. They out here sharing needles out there. This ain't baseball. This is not baseball, Joe. We don't share needles out here.
There's bad takes everywhere. Like, y'all, people just got bad takes. Like, who is learning?
Like, bro, everybody not a martyr, bro. I'm tired of everybody trying to be a martyr. Everybody pretending to be a martyr. Jon Gruden is not a martyr for free speech. Kyrie's not.
Like, no, he's done. Like, he got caught at the wrong time. Like, if he got caught in 2010, it'd blow over. He'd be coaching right now. But I mean, this is the dude that rode on the heels of a team that a black man built. Tony Dungy built that Buccaneers team.
Went to the NFC Championship game and he got fired, and then they won the next year.
They changed his password that Monday to get into the building. He couldn't even come grab his hat. But I like Jon Gruden. He got what was coming to him. He got caught. He got caught being a powerful powerful white man. He got caught, and this is the day and age where you can't get caught.
Yo, I got a real question. Why do they have 650,000 emails?
Cause we boys. Why
are they sending so many emails like they texting?
Because they don't text, they email. He preferred it.
Cause he 50.
This Jon Gruden all day. looking at he got this looking down at his computer typing. The boys are like this.
Better not send it to no anymore.
Damn, Snyder. Damn, she's got a rack on her. Woo. Nice rack. Like I can see him saying all that stuff in these emails. It's just all bad. Because you're talking around people that are comfortable talking. Let's talk about that for a hot second. You're talking that way around people that's good with that because they talk like that too. So we're thinking about these high level people that hire all types of people from all walks of life. And we talking about Hooters, we talking about all this stuff. And we talk about these people own a lot of big things. These are owners. And these are the people that come into your kitchen if you're working at Hooters. They come in the kitchen and just say hello, or and they're being all fake to you and whatnot. He don't give a damn about you, man. You just another black woman to him. You just another brother to him. But that blonde haired girl walking around at Hooters, oh, you trying to, oh man, she's stacked, bro. She's stacked, bro. We heard Trump did it, and he definitely didn't do it at the right time. He did it at the perfect time for him. Like he can't, if that tape comes out today, he's not president. He's getting canceled.
No, I think he would. I think what me and my brother talked about this, but it's like Trump owns it in a way. Like you can't deny it. Like I feel like if you own something that people can't deny it, I feel like Jon Gruden, like, I'm sorry, I was wrong. Trump, like, that's what I do. That's how we talk. And then everybody just agreed in a bunch of old white women, like, he can grab me too. I'm like, okay. All right, own it, I guess. Just own your bush, I guess.
Does he know he can grab him by that? Does he know that beforehand, or he just does it? And it's like, because they got rid of our boy up there in New York, Cuomo, man. They got rid of our homie, man.
But he didn't own it hard enough, bro.
Well, he could. He what you say?
He kind of did though. He said he Italian. I don't know what that means. Like, I'm Italian. I'm like, that means Italian. Oh, great. What? Hey, his brother kind of got in trouble too, so maybe. Hey, Italians, bro, go in the comments right now and defend yourselves, because Cuomo said, not me. Zell didn't say this.
Lovers.
Yeah, Zell didn't say. Cuomo said, this how y'all do. I didn't say it. Joe, did you say it? I'm just quoting. I have quotation marks. Respond. Defend yourself right now.
From
man, Cuomo.
So I gotta see. We always end up on CNN. So check out a show that we got coming up very soon. That's going to be very interesting to you, by the way. So that's a nice little foreshadowing. Very, very good stuff coming, man. What's going on with Adam Schefter? Can you explain that to me? What's going on with Adam Schefter?
So apparently, Adam Schefter, we have reported that he told on a podcast. So I can't remember that. It's Dan something. He's on NBC Sports.
Dan Patrick.
Yeah, Dan Patrick. I remember he used to be on
Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, he said Aaron Rodgers. We just reported that day, just because it was a good day for news.
Draft day, right?
Yeah, it was draft day, and everybody was dissing Aaron Rodgers. They were dissing the Packers. They released this to make Aaron look bad. They released this to make the Packers look bad. They trying to make something happen. And he just said he released it himself. He had it for months. He just released it because he felt like it was a good day. So I'm like, what? Now it comes out that apparently in the emails with the general manager of the Redskins, he sent him the whole report. Said, is this good? Which people are now saying his reporting is questionable. Because if you're writing, Joe, if I'm writing a story about you, right, and it might be controversial, it might be something you did, if I send you the whole paper and say, "Are you good with this? Any changes you want to make?" People wouldn't take that as legit, right? They would be like, "Oh, this is basically a job to make your friend look better." These emails are all of a sudden coming out and everybody getting exposed. So all of a sudden people are asking, is Shefty actually just reporting based on what people want to hear? Now it gives credence to that Aaron Rodgers thing, because did the Packers ask him to? So they can like make Aaron look bad? Because he's sending it to the GM of the Redskins. Is he sending it to Ted? And Ted like, okay, that sounds good to me. Because I don't think Aaron has a relationship with Adam like that. I ain't never heard of him, but I heard some big general managers here. Shefty does get news from all the general managers.
Is Adam Schefter going to end up having to step down from Twitter?
Yo, man. You remember we used to think, man, Shefty's name been dragged through the mud these last 2 years. He had something else came out 2 years ago. But yeah, now it's Woj. Everybody respect Woj. Like, oh yeah, Woj, the real one. Sham and Woj. Oh yeah, we trust them. Chef, everybody like, what's going on? Something weird about your reporting. So now Shefty got it. What you think about this though? What do you think about him asking the target? Like it was some reporters came out and said if he just asked him for his quotes, like, oh, you gave me these quotes, are these the quotes you want to use for this? That's cool. That's fair. Yeah, they're like, okay, you told me this. Are you sure you want these quotes or do you want to rephrase it? But to give him the whole report, what everybody else said too, and then ask him, is it good and what you should or should not take out? If that is true, I'm questioning your reporting, dog. I'm thinking there's a lot of bias in it because there ain't no way. You can't ask me, is it good if you're talking about overall 990? I'm like, make us look good.
It's like, if I got a good inside source, that the number one rule is don't let anybody know your source. At the same time, we do got to have that relationship of, now you said this. You sure you want to go with that?
Yeah, that's a report. That's a respect.
But I'm not about to be like, this is how we framed it. That's what's going on. No, you got to just read what I said the next day. And I'm going to write it in a way that you'll talk to me again. But you give me something though. You got to give me something to keep them coming back. So if you drop that little, a sound bite of saying, Aaron, we'd love to have him here, but if we have to move on, then we understand that. We understand as a team. It doesn't sound bad, but if he said, the hell with them, you sure you want to say the hell with Aaron Rodgers? You want me to put that in there? Because I'm gonna put that in there if you let me.
That'd be the title, matter of fact.
To hell with them. So I mean, that's reporting integrity for sure. Like, you know what I'm saying? When y'all do that lowest lane stuff, where y'all be trying to dig in deep and take down LexCorp, that's where y'all get in trouble when you lose y'all insiders, man. And you don't get to talk to Lex no more. You know what I'm saying? You don't get to talk to Lex, and then there go your career. Then the money get behind and they try and take you down. But Adam Schefter knows better than that. But also, getting back to one of my favorite parts of this theme that we're growing here, he's free. He's free to do whatever he wants. That's what's best for him. And what's best for him is maybe asking somebody, is this okay? And like the whole report. But other said,
if I'm a player though, I'm like, are you framing stuff bad for the team over me? Like, I'm more hesitant to give you a story now. Like,
who's an athlete that's like I think T.O. is probably one of the only athletes, like, if you can get that one-on-one and he'll tell you, he'll really tell you what's going on. And ain't no,
well, if they could be anonymous, they'll say something. People miss.
They do have the anonymous person in the locker room that's telling. That's in every locker room. I think it's worse in basketball, like, because it's such a tight-knit team, but like you can still use somebody, a low-level guy that's about to get cut. You can get him to tell you some inside stuff too. But
and one dude on the team is mad.
Oh, man.
he just lost his spot. He just dissing people in the locker room, telling you all kinds of stuff.
Dude been on 8 teams.
He just upset. He just got his spot took by Ricky last week.
Man, you know.
You think Andy Dalton snitching?
If you're on the Chicago Bears, you're a player. This is a good time to try and make a little media money and find you one of those sources and tell them what's going on up in there because the whole world wants Chicago Bears news, as in get the front office out of there, get the coach out of there, get Nagy out of there. They want him out of there. So if I'm trying to do something, say, all right, I'm gonna give you this information, and then I need you to tell them I had 11 and a half tackles in 9 games. I need y'all to highlight that somehow. Make me play the week anything, but I need y'all to somehow highlight me so that the city feels good about me and I get some extra snaps. I start working on my bonus. But I'm gonna tell you like this: Nagy said nigga the other day. That y'all niggas ain't playing hard enough. So go ahead. There you go. That's your news. But Delma had 11 and a half tackles all season.
Just get him out of it. Hey,
tell him I was in practice the other day on scout team.
This bring it back to me thinking Doc Rivers snitching in the locker room on Ben Simmons to blame everything on Ben back then in the playoff. Remember we went over there?
Him and Morey are in this thing together. They locked in. Doc Rivers and Daryl Morey are locked in on get this kid out of here.
Hey, it wasn't bad enough that I heard from rumors. I saw it on TV. I don't know if it's true or not. I have no source. We are not the news. We just talking. But we talk about what's trending. So hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, follow us on all social medias, Spotify, Anchor, Apple Podcasts, all that. But apparently they asked the 76ers, y'all want Kyrie for Ben? And Philly like, we'll deal with this diva. We deal with this diva right here before we deal with that diva.
If I'm not mistaken, did he sage the 76ers too? Did he sage them up too?
I don't know, he might did, bro. Man, shout out to Kyrie, but if teams don't want you either, bro, it's kind of tough, bro. They wouldn't even trade Ben Simmons for you. And Philly hate Ben Simmons.
Even
the Philly fans said, we rather I'm a 76ers fan, been one since AI. So I follow A2D Radio, Philly RB takes, all them. And they were like, I'd rather have Ben than Kyrie. And I said, God, they hate Ben. Bro, Philly RB made a Ben post every day since this summer, dissing Ben Simmons, and said, I'd rather have Ben than Kyrie. I'm like, what is your image to the NBA fan right now? I don't think you're actually winning.
Not at all. Like, I don't think nobody wants Kanye Irving. Nobody wants Kanye Irving on the team at this point. Only because it's like, and he's got a history. He's not shown any loyalty to anybody whatsoever. He's got a bad history.
Yeah, LeBron.
Got to get out of there. Boston, I got to get out of there.
Took 2 weeks. Hey, if anybody don't know, me and Joe made a can we find Kyrie 7 for like 3 weeks straight?
Yes, we had to keep tabs. He was at Drake's mansion party. Zelmay found him there.
Yeah. he was in a Zoom call.
He was in a Zoom call.
He was at Nick's birthday party in another week. So we were finding Kyrie.
We was finding him. Zelmay and I literally found Kyrie everywhere. It was great. But I mean, but think about it though, bro.
Middle of the season. Didn't tell Coach Steve Nash where he was going.
Any type of loyalty whatsoever. So with that being said, I don't want him on my team because you're not going to play more than 40% of the games. Now he did pretty okay this past year. He did okay. But he had his time off he would take every now and then. But for the most part, he did okay. Gets hurt in the playoffs. Okay. That happens. But I don't know, man. At this point, I don't know a fan base that want him until he can commit. Now when you with old girl sometime and y'all love how y'all hanging out, but she ain't truly ready to commit, or you ain't really ready to commit because it might be something else out there, but you just ain't ready to really. Neither one of y'all really just ready to commit to each other. That's how it'll be anywhere that Kyrie goes because y'all just don't know if y'all really ready to commit to each other. And if I'm the Pacers, I don't want Kyrie, man. We want hard workers that come to work every day. We want that.
Y'all say y'all already had Oladipo out here singing R&B in the karaoke club.
He had to go. He had to go. He had to go. He had to go.
Yo, but again, shout out Kyrie. He did do. Cause I always say that because I don't want to come off like I dislike Kyrie. You know what I mean? So I keep saying he has done amazing things also. But he does, to Joe's point, he has proven he is not committed. Just like Adam Schefter is not committed to reporting fairness.
Not good reporting, but integrity, professional integrity. He's not committed to that. Like he's betraying a lot of people that are in journalism school right now.
Yeah, and you not committed right now. You've been watching 45 minutes of this podcast, and you ain't that like button and that subscribe. Come on, man. You ain't hit that follow button. You're not committed. You enjoying this podcast this much, and you're not subscribed. You're not following. I don't know what to say, Joe.
I know what to say because it sounds like y'all on that Texas stuff. Now, this is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. In Texas, this gal that got something to do with education, some gal, she said if we have a book about the Holocaust in the classroom, we also need to have an opposing view in the classroom. Now, this comes from the people that's trying to take away critical race theory, which is just a new word. It's literally a new. Well, it started in law in the 1960s. It started with law and that's, but now they're trying to equate it to our times and make it a hot button, a topic. They're even doing it in my city, which is very interesting. But they're trying to Ball State. I'm looking at you. And they're trying to take away the facts out of history and be like, so what they're doing in Texas, they're like, if you have a book about the Holocaust, we should have a book about opposing views. Hold on. Let's talk about the opposing views. Okay. You're in the Holocaust. You're a person that was in Auschwitz. And you're having a terrible ass life only because you're a Jew. Now, the prison guard, let's talk about his mindset. I don't like this chick because she's a Jew, and I'm not going to treat her. I'm not going to treat anybody right in here. My life is good. I treat my wife well. I treat my family well because they're not Jews, and that's the only problem. He's probably like these people that was Nazis. They probably would sit up there and tell the story of how me and my wife and my kids went to the carnival one day, and here's a whole bunch of pictures of us smiling. See, we're not bad people, but we hate Jews though, and it's like they got this really nasty side to them. You know what I'm saying? That's like a person. Well, I know the person got essayed or or R-worded, but the person that did it, let's get his point of view. Shut the fuck up and miss me with that shit, please. Thank you. Zelmay.
This story is strange. By the way, conservatives do have this thing where they do have neo-Nazis in them. And this sounds like a very neo-Nazi point of view. Like, let's get our point of view across. We did this because Semitics, right? Anti-Semitic. What is a Semite? Semite is an African. Semite is black. Semitic means they are closer to black people out of this group. Therefore, we don't have many black people because we shot them instantly. If you're in Germany. If people don't know the history of Germany, they killed them instantly. Oh, no. That's why they were sick when the brothers won that tournament and beat them. And they raised their fit. That Germany was sick. They're like, oh, we just got people, black people. Let's harm them.
That's why Dennis Schroeder beat skateboard.
But yeah, so basically it's that, and then you're like, it's just a very. So basically, Jewish people were closest to black people to them, and thanks to their bloodline of being close to the blacks, we are imperfect, and it's their fault. That's how this whole thing started with them in back then in Germany. They're closest to black people out of everybody here. So it's their fault. They have They are from the Northern African tribes. They come from Europe and may have some integration with that, therefore becoming this. Therefore, they go back. And now they have contaminated our blood. Blue eyes, yellow hair. Blonde, blue eyes. That's Hitler's perfect person. Hitler was nowhere near blonde and blue eyes, by the way, so I was very confused by his idea. But that was the perfect human. That's all you could breed. Your child didn't come out blonde and blue eyes, it was sent to the poor parts of Germany. I said that to say this. I gave you a history lesson to say this. Did that story sound crazy to you? Do you want to hear that?
Yourself. Ask yourself right now, does that sound crazy to you?
That's their thought process. I just offended most of the people in the world because most people are not blonde and blue eyed. That's how these people thought. And you want to hear from their perspective. That's like saying, I'm a big proponent, Job, saying, listen to each other, right? You might find common ground. But I know for a fact, one person I can't listen to is a racist. Why?
I thought you were Tucker Carlson.
Hey, bro, shout out to Tucker, man. Nigro Carlson coming soon. So, yeah, that's coming soon. So be on the lookout for that. But a racist, Joe. He hate me because I'm black. Or I'm different. He might hate Hispanic people too. He might hate LGBTQ people too. He might just hate anybody. Like, he might be homophobic, racist, homophobic. Any of these people, they hate you just because you exist. You're the one person I can't conversate with. I can't talk to. Because you hate me for no legit reason. I never did nothing to you. Joe never did nothing to you. Joe don't even know you.
I don't even know you.
But you hate him right now. It doesn't make sense, Joe. It's like, oh, I don't believe in this. It's like any situation when somebody just talks. I believe in listening to somebody until they just prove themselves unlistenable. I'm not going to argue. If you believe in the Bible said only a fool argue with a fool. So I won't go on Twitter and argue with you. And I learned that from my cousin Greg. My cousin Greg used to tell me Eli Manning was better than Tom Brady and Peyton Manning combined because Eli won 2 Super Bowls. I'm like, Tom Brady won 5. He don't care. And I would tell him every stat, and he just didn't care. And I would argue till my head would hurt. But at the end, he didn't care. So at the end, I'm just arguing with the person that didn't care, which makes me stupid. Like, now I have a headache. And I knew he didn't care, but I just wanted to be right so bad. This is what these people, they fall into Greg category. Shout out to cousin Greg.
Yeah, hey, big ups to cousin Greg, man. He wilding out.
Yeah, but like, what? So I gave you this whole story, told you this. Now I want to ask you a serious question to come in. Do you really want to hear from these people? Maybe it's an entertaining story to you. Maybe it is. I don't know. Maybe it's something crazy you want to hear. Maybe you believe. Maybe you kind of on that trail of being a neo-Nazi. I don't know how you survived this long and not subscribed.
We appreciate it. Hey, man, listen, before we get up out of here, man, I just want to say, I just want to be mushy for a second and say thank you, Zelmay, for all the hard work you've done. Thank you for bringing me along on this ride. Thank you for teaching me so many things, man. And more than anything, thanks for teaching me to keep on stomping, man.
It's what we do, man. We got to keep stomping. One video can change your life. One moment, that's why you got to keep doing it, man. Everybody quit right before they had a moment.
Yeah.
Nah, don't quit before you have your moment. Keep going. If that's what you want to do in life, do it. Don't miss any opportunity. Every time you see something that you want to talk about, I know you might be tired. You might be whatever you want to do. You might not want to go. You might be tired. You might, man, I don't care. But 3 of my biggest videos I ever did was when I didn't want to do it.
Yep.
I'll take that back. Yeah, 3 of the top 7. Yeah, because the December 21st, I 100% wanted to do. But but the Fedmeister one, it was at 12:45 at night. And this story broke, and it was all kind of twit longers. And I'm like, bro, this is sad. And I like this dude. I don't want to report on it. But I'm like, get your butt up and write the story. 15,000 views. I didn't think nobody even cared. I'm like, bro, nobody really follow these people like that. They do have a lot of follow, but I didn't think they wanted to hear it. But, and I related to my dad and the issues of that, so great video. But yeah, sometimes you don't want to do something. That might be the moment that something pop up. So that's to everybody out there, man. You don't want to do it, you tired, man, you got to keep stomping, bro. Because if you stop, bro, they're going to get in your mind. Then you're going to keep not doing it. Because you're going to be like, I'm tired. And we always going to be tired, bro. The Joe Rogan one I did last night, I recorded at 1:30. And put it out at 7 a.m. So, and that means I didn't go to sleep to 3. But hey, I'll be waiting on that news that we finna get back to that grind like I used to. I've been a little slacking. But I've been working on all this different looks like this and these logos and these fancy things. But we about to I think I got everything straight. About to get back to grinding like we used to.
Big fact. So much love. I had to let you know that, man. I ain't got nothing, but man, I think I'm gonna hop on my horse this weekend and play some story mode. But also we got Do You Hear Me? Because I got something to say about Jon Gruden and Kyrie. So buckle up, because if you think Screaming A. Smith be screaming, I'm about to go off. That's on me. All right.
By the way, I want to shout out Joe. Thank you, because most people don't want to grind with me. Even when Joe tired, he be like, I'll do it, because I promise you I will grind. Joe don't even know yet. I ain't never got with him yet.
Kobe say he'll probably just shake his head. He'll let me do it. You got the freedom to not do it. He know that.
Yeah. But yeah, I'll be like, Joe, you want, I tell him today, bro, you tired, you gotta work, bro, you want to do this or not? You know, I do it solo, you know what I mean? That's what I'm about to. It's the same way I used to lift weights, bro. I was 135 in 10th grade. My coach asked me right before the summer, I went to 185. Coach said, how did you get big so fast? Man, coach. Man, the star players on the football team working out with me at the house. I ain't doing this no more. You going too crazy. I'm out there putting the weights on the hill, running up and down the hill. I was trash at football. I ain't gonna keep being trash. I don't like that.
So can't relate with that. I feel you.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. No, but I was trash, and then I became a dog. So I don't like being bad at nothing. So we going the same thing with this YouTube thing, dog. See me with a meal in a few years. Matter of fact, we might do it sooner, but it's the grind. I love this grind. I love it.
No doubt, man. So shoot, I'm good. I'm out of here. But Zelmay, go ahead and take us out of here.
Yeah, man. I done said everything I was gonna do in between to keep stomping. So just keep stomping. Something amazing will happen.
Peace.